well-wishers, and welcome to my channel Aspiring Minds. In today's video, we are going to do a detailed analysis of a short story, The Child, written by Munshi Premchand. So grab your virtual seats and let's begin. Munshi Premchand was a very famous Indian writer, and he was known for contributing to the field of Hindi and Urdu literature. The title of the story, The Child, symbolizes innocence, purity, and hope. It represents the newborn baby being born out of Gangu and Gomti's union. The child serves as a symbol of solving all the problems and providing a fresh start to the couple, which also emphasizes the central theme of the story, that is forgiveness and the potential for change even in challenging circumstances, and the importance of giving second chances to people. The story is set in an unnamed location in India, but from the other writings of Premchand, we can assess that it must be some kind of a village setup. The story highlights the social and cultural norms of the time when the story was written, and you will see this better when you read the story further. You must keep the structure of the Hindu caste system in mind. At the top level, we used to have the Brahmins, then the Kshatriyas, followed by the Vaishyas and the Shudras. And based on this, you will understand how the functioning of the story is. The story features a Brahmin called Gangu who behaves with a lot of pride and respect. He serves or he works as a servant for the narrator of the story, and he expects to be respected a lot despite being a servant because he was a Brahmin. Gangu is illiterate, but he holds on to his Brahmin identity and status. Now, the narrator prefers to be self-independent, and he does not like to call his servants for doing very small tasks for him, but he does not like to provide advances or listen to the complaint of his servants because he was a self-reliant and a self-reliant person. He would do the tasks on his own, and he would not want to indulge in talking too much with his servants. Now, Gangu approaches the narrator, showing signs of being very uneasy, not comfortable, and he suddenly starts behaving all polite, and he requests the narrator to be relieved of his duties because he does not want to continue working, and he does not give a reason why he wants to leave the work. But gradually we see Gangu revealing to the narrator that he wants to marry a woman named Gomti Devi who had been thrown out of the widow's ashram. Now, the narrator is very shocked by this kind of decision of Gangu, but the narrator warns Gangu about Gomti Devi's reputation, telling that she has a history of leaving multiple husbands in the past also, and therefore Gangu must be careful. But Gangu remains very stern that he wants to marry her, and he does not want to change his decision at any cost, and he goes on to marry Gomti Devi. Gangu marries Gomti, and they live a very happy and humble life. Gangu starts selling charts so that he can earn money and remains very content and happy. Despite the small amount of earnings that he would have, Gangu is very happy, and he feels that even his wife is very happy. But then one day there is a problem. The narrator gets to hear that Gomti Devi has left Gangu, and he feels very happy because he had warned Gangu already that Gomti has a tendency of leaving people very easily. And then the narrator expects Gangu would regret his decision of marrying her. However, there's another twist to this story. Gangu returns to the narrator with a newborn baby and Gomti. He does not go initially when Gomti left him, but he goes later when Gomti has returned and she's also brought back a baby. Now he proudly tells the narrator that he found Gomti, convinced her and brought her back into his life. Gangu declares that the baby is actually God's child and explains the circumstances of its birth. That is, Gomti had already been pregnant when she had married Gangu, but when Gangu finds Gomti, he finds her with a child who's just a month old, and he gets to know that when she was giving birth, she was on the verge of dying. She struggled for life for nearly 3 days in Lucknow at a hospital, but later on we see Gangu's love for Gomti and love for family life, that he accepts the child as God's child, and even though it was not his own child, he still accepts him as his own and brings back Gomti and the child to the family. Now let us have a look at the different themes in the story The Child by Premchand. The first and foremost theme is love and devotion. We see how Gangu's deep love and devotion to Gomti sorts out the problem which would have occurred in the life. He accepts Gomti despite the things that society had told him about and the questionable past that she had. Though she did not have a very reputable past, because she had been thrown out of a widow's ashram, and even when he brings her back into his life, she had been pregnant with the child of someone else, yet he accepts her, and it shows how love can transform people. It also shows resilience, because Gangu has the ability to endure all kinds of hardships, and he is determined, no matter what the past, he accepts Gomti for true love. We also see the story challenging the norms and prejudices of the society. Gangu was an illiterate Brahmin. He marries Gomti, a woman who did not have a very good reputation. It highlights how the society has a tendency to judge each and every relationship. Even if people are trying to sort out problems on their own, people in the society will not let those people be at peace. And we also see the theme of forgiveness here, because the central message of the story is the importance of forgiving others. We see Gangu forgiving Gomti because of her past actions, and yet we see how he willingly welcomes her back, emphasizing the power of compassion and giving second chances to people in life. So that's it from this video. I hope you liked it. Do hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more such future updates. Thank you for watching. Bye.